Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video, I'll be showcasing how to skip the entire cooldown of security contracts for the agency. This is actually huge. The agency is one of the best businesses in the game, for many different reasons. But one of the major reasons, which I cannot stress enough, is the infinite money pool that this business has. In front of us, we just grabbed $110,000. And I didn't have to do anything to get that 100 grand apart from completing security contracts. We can actually see, funny enough, just while recording this video, my wall safe has gained an additional $8,500. And that's because I've completed around 90 security contracts. The money you make with your agency, which is passive income, is completely permanent, and you can increase it up to a maximum of $20,000 every 48 minutes. That's actually a lot of money. Think of it like a nightclub, but you never ever have to touch the popularity, and you just get constant income doing nothing. That is why I love the agency, and I think it is such a good business. But you do need to complete 200 security contracts to get that maximum income of 20,000. So because of that, I always recommend to spam security contracts whenever you have the time. The problem is, there's a 5-minute cooldown each security contract you complete. And that obviously wastes a lot of your effort and time. Nobody wants to complete a security contract and then wait 5 minutes. Now, normally, in the past, I say just do a payphone hit, which should take around 3 minutes, and then do another security contract, and then a payphone hit, and then a security contract. And that's actually a pretty efficient way to get things done. However, this new method I've stumbled across is way more efficient, and it will save you so much more time, as it completely gets rid of the security contract cooldown. So, as always, if you enjoy this type of content and you want to keep up to date on the newest and most effective guides to obviously saving you time and making you more money, please do consider sharing this video, pressing the like button, and most importantly, subscribing to the channel. I always try to keep you guys up to date on the newest and most relevant information when it comes to usually money and vehicles in Grand Theft Auto. So we are heading over to Davis so that we can steal a car. I don't like to do jump cuts when I show my glitches and how to do them on the channel, because I feel like it could be, you know, a little bit of editing here and there and just lying to you guys. So I don't like to lie. I like to show it exactly how it is, raw footage. So we're just going to do this vehicle recovery mission, and then after we complete it, I'm going to show exactly what we need to do with 0 jump cuts whatsoever. So we're going to start off by obviously locating the stolen car. It's pretty easy. We just got to kill all the guys inside of here. I almost died, but that's alright. You're dead. You're dead. And yes, everybody dies. Oh my god, I almost died. Maybe I should keep a close attention to my health bar. I hate auto aim in this game. Like, with targeting modes that change, I just absolutely hate having the auto aim targeting mode. I need to put it back to free aim. So much easier. Either way, all these guys are dead, and this is the car we need to steal right over here. Just get you. Obviously, when you are about to get out of the hangar, or I guess this isn't a hangar, it's a garage. When you're about to leave the garage, there's always going to be 2 more guys that spawn directly behind you. So make sure if you're doing vehicle recovery, you keep that in mind. We gotta press the button here, and then you're gonna see 2 guys are gonna pop up right behind us. However, that's not too much of an issue. I'm just going to ignore them. We're gonna run right inside of our vehicle and leave. Very simple stuff. There you go. So now we're just going to bring the Jester back over to the agency. It's a simple 1-mile drive, and then I'll showcase how to do the cooldown. And it's really, really simple. On the channel, I like to feature either glitches or cooldown skips that are very, very easy for anybody to perform. Because I know that, you know, sometimes you'll watch these YouTube videos and the YouTubers are like, oh, well, all you have to do to break into the wall safe and get the gold bars for KO is this, that, and then make sure you click this button exactly at 0.2 milliseconds. It's a lot of effort, and especially when you're trying to get things right, it can be very frustrating to just suffer when trying to complete glitches that half the time aren't even working. So I'm going to be showcasing how easy this is, and it's not anything really challenging whatsoever. So here we are. We have just delivered our Jester to the agency. Not only are we going to get $30,000 for about, what, 4 minutes of work there, but we are also going to increase our passive income, which is great. So as we can see, I'm giving Franklin le money. Actually, I don't know what I'm giving Franklin, actually. actually. I guess he's giving me the money. Either way, we completed the security contract, right? So if we go all the way over to our computer, you're going to see that the game says there's a cooldown. We are not able to start another one for an additional 5 minutes. So let's hop onto the computer really quickly, signing on in, and here we go. Security contracts. As it says at the top, there's a short delay. Does not let me accept a contract. There's a very easy way to bypass this. Go to online, find a new session, and go into a public lobby. So I was just in an invite-only lobby. We're now loading into a public session. This is going to bypass the cooldown. You specifically have to do a public lobby because it is a different session type. There we go. We're already swooping down. That took actually a pretty short amount of time. That was about 25 seconds, so not too bad at all. Now that we are in our public lobby, as we can see, there are 14 people in it. We are simply going to make our way downstairs to our agency computer. And if everything is done correctly, which is literally just swapping lobbies, there should be no cooldown on our agency security contract. And this is huge. It's absolutely huge. You can imagine how much time this saves. So let's take a look very quickly, logging in. We go over to security contracts, and there you go. No cooldown whatsoever. We can see that right here. And if you don't want to do this in a public lobby, you can very simply go back to an invite only. And this only takes literally like 10 seconds. You can see we're already swooping back into the agency. I would highly recommend to purchase the sleeping quarters. It's only $275,000 to get the sleeping quarters, and I can tell you for a fact you will be saving so much time spawning inside of your agency. Just recommend to buy it. That would be my personal advice. Then make sure to go over to preferences and just set your spawn location to the agency, as I have done here. So as I've showcased, we are now loaded into our invite-only lobby after being in the public lobby. And it is going to have skipped the cooldown, so we can just start the mission up in our invite-only lobby. As we can see, $56,000, and rinse and repeat. You can just keep doing this over and over. Go into a public lobby, and then you can either start the mission there, or just go back to an invite-only lobby, start the mission, and then go back to a public lobby after you've completed it, over and over and over in an endless loop. This will completely get rid of the agency cooldown, and it will save you so much time and allow you to make so much more money with the security contracts over time. I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of this on my Broke to Millions account that I've just started. I mean, it's massive. Being able, as especially a beginner, to use this method and literally get all of that passive income started early game is huge. So definitely do this. So once again, I've completed another agency contract, and if we go back to security contracts, it says there's a short delay before I'm able to start one up again, which is, again, 5 minutes. If you were to try to do a different lobby type, it has to be public. You can't do a closed crew, closed friends, crew session. It has to be a public lobby. I'm not sure why the other sessions don't work. I tried a crew session, I tried a closed friend session. Did not work. Kind of annoying, because if it had worked, it would have been way easier for loading in. As loading into public lobbies usually takes about double the time it does a solo, as you don't need to join with other players. As we can see, I'm already swooping down once again, so that was actually pretty dang quick. I usually... oh, well, there's the maximum number of CEOs. Give me a sec. Since the maximum number of CEOs is in this lobby, it's pretty simple. All we need to do is go into an invite-only lobby. As I said, once you join a public session, it shouldn't really matter, because you can go back into an invite-only the moment you load into that session, and it should have already removed the cooldown for you. Go on to security contracts, and there you go. There's, again, no cooldown, as we can see.